Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm Jaja.
And we're back for another week, bringing you all our thoughts on everything happening in nerd culture. It appears like it's just us today. James was supposed to be here, but I don't know where he is. So maybe James gets a sleep shame today. Sleep shame for you, James.
He's getting the shout out on the pod.
Yeah,
James,
sleep shame. But he was on vacation again, so I don't know if he maybe just got back yesterday and he overslept and he's tired. I don't know what's going on. But it's just us. So, but we have a lot of stuff to talk about today, so it should be a good pod for you guys.
Yes.
Before we get into all that, Jaja, what have you been up to? We were off last week because I was out of town and it was also Easter, so 2 weeks of nerdy things. Jaja, what have you been up to?
I've been super nerdy. After last pod, as you know, I was on YouTube, I think the next morning, and my YouTube was just sending me a whole bunch of nerdy stuff, and I was spamming the pod at probably 6 or 7 in the morning. I don't know, some obnoxious time like that. But I've been hanging out. My holiday was good. It was great weather, so it was outside. I think I went to the beach.
Nice.
Did a couple things outside, and been playing the Xbox a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
This game just came out on Game Pass called Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm not sure if it's on other platforms. It might be, but pretty cool game. Starting to see some gems on the Game Pass, so keep your eye out for everybody who has that subscription. Caught up in My Hero. I do have a take that doesn't. I hope it doesn't spoil anything, but I got a hot take for My Hero. I think it's his arc is going too fast.
I can't relate to what you're saying because I'm very behind on My Hero. Very, very, very behind.
You're very what?
I'm very behind on My Hero.
Behind? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying not to spoil anything. I mean, right now it looks like it's I don't know. It feels like the show is wrapping up, but
really,
it's happening way too fast. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if anybody else has that feeling, but yes.
So the show is wrapping up, but the manga is still ongoing.
Well, I'm not saying the show is wrapping up. I say it feels like the show is wrapping up. I don't where this arc is going. It's I wouldn't expect this to happen till way later. Okay,
all right.
And then we're used to getting training arcs for new powers. I mean, everybody knows right now that Deku has more than one quirk. So it's but they're all manifesting way too fast, I think. So
okay.
But yeah, that's most of my nerdy stuff.
Okay. What have I been doing? Well, I've been away, so I haven't really been doing a lot. I want to say I've just been watching my regular shows. The Mandalorian is on right now, so I've been watching that, and that's about to wrap up. The season finale is this week. So you don't watch The Mandalorian?
I don't, but I think I'm going to start watching it. I'm very picky about my Star Wars stuff. I have a very funny relationship with the whole Star Wars universe, but I think I might check out The Mandalorian.
You should. Mandalorian's good.
I was thinking about Andor, but I don't know. It doesn't look like it's that exciting.
Andor was good too. I heard. Well, I didn't see Andor, but what I hear a lot is that Andor is also a really good one. So it's The Mandalorian and Andor, and then people don't really like the Book of Boba Fett. Is the outlier there.
Got it.
And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how people feel about Obi-Wan. I don't know if that was good or bad. I haven't seen that either.
I like Obi-Wan.
Oh, so you watched Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
Oh, so you definitely need to watch The Mandalorian.
I watched it when it came out, episode by episode. That was when I was there for.
Okay, so you should watch.
I'm here for the Jedis. I'm here for the Jedi. Give me the Jedis. Just all I want to see.
But there's a little bit of Jedi in The Mandalorian.
I know. That's why I might watch it.
Yeah. So not a ton though. It is not a Jedi focused show at all.
I know.
You shouldn't come to expect it. But
I know. It's sad.
I mean, not. So yeah.
I was gonna say, speaking of Star Wars, did you see all the Star Wars announcements?
Yes, I didn't see
a bunch of shows and movies coming out.
Yeah, I didn't see all of the announcements, but I know that Star Wars Celebration just happened. Um, and I know that they're gonna do like a new trilogy. I don't know how I feel about that. Um, let's see.
Yes, it's been a busy 2 weeks for sure.
Yeah, I forgot to put that in here
they,
actually.
I think they announced what, a movie or show with see, I'm not good with the names. Ahsoka, is that her name?
Yeah, Ahsoka's been announced, but that's coming out in I think her show's starting in August. Um, did we get more footage for that at Star Wars Celebration?
Yes, I think they came out with a trailer.
Okay. Did I see that? Fuck, no, I didn't.
And then Star Wars. Oh, we're getting Visions Volume 2 on May 4th. I didn't see that.
I didn't see that either. I know we're getting a sequel movie featuring Rey that's supposed to be set after the sequel trilogy, which a lot of people hated, as did I. But we're getting a continuation. I think
So
that was the biggest news.
I can give you a quick rundown of the list that I see with the stuff that's coming out.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
So Star Wars Vision Volume 2, May 4th, 2023. We got Star Wars Young Jedi Adventures animated TV series that's
That's for
also coming
kids.
out May 4th.
That's a kid show, by the way,
I,
for everyone.
I know. I'm giving it. I'm telling everything. Though.
Mhm.
Star Wars Ahsoka TV series, August 2023.
Yep.
Star Wars Skeleton Crew, formerly Grammar Rodeo TV series, possibly 2024.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Andor season 2, 2024. And then we got a Star Wars The Acolyte TV series, 2024. And then there's a bunch of other stuff in development. I don't know if you want me to go through that because
What's in development? Let's hear it.
so we got Star Wars Lando TV series. We
Oh,
got
really?
we got
Is that gonna be?
Tiaka.
Wait,
Huh?
is does it say that Donald Glover is gonna be? Is it like young
It
Lando?
just has the name. It
Oh,
just has the name right
okay,
now. It might have some more information if I scroll down, but I'm just looking at the actual list
okay.
right now. Um, Actually, let me see if it has something. If you don't mind, we were talking
Wonder if
about Lando, right? Yep, it says Lucasfilms. Lando set to get his own live action series. Little is known, but they have a picture. Oh yeah, the series will see Donald Glover reprise his role as Lando.
ooh, that's gonna be good.
Uh-huh.
That's gonna be good.
Yeah. So that we got Lando, and then we got Taika Waititi's Star Wars movie. I guess there's no name for it yet.
Oh my God,
James,
he's gonna over comedy the movie.
we
I don't
got.
know. I don't trust Taika Waititi to do any of these things anymore, like these types of
Yeah,
things, after he fucked up Thor severely.
yeah, I hear you, and I agree. James Mangold's Ancient Jedi movie. We
A lot.
got Dave Filoni's
Yeah,
Filoni's Mandoverse movie.
yeah,
We
man.
got
Mm-hmm. Okay.
which what were you gonna
Wow,
say?
Star Wars is turning into a whole like Marvel type thing. It's a lot of stuff.
I'm not even halfway through the in development stuff yet. Charmin Obaid. I might be butchering these names of the directors. Chinjoy's Jedi Order movie.
Okay.
We got Star Wars Rogue Squadron movie that was canceled actually. Uh, Boba Fett season 2. The status is unknown. Kevin Feige Star Wars movie was canceled,
I didn't even
and
know he was
then
working on a Star Wars movie.
Ryan Ryan Johnson's Star Wars trilogy in development, and then Star Wars Rangers of the New Republic TV series possibly canceled. And
Mm.
yeah, that's the
I'm
list.
I'm glad that they canceled whatever project Kevin Feige was working on. He needs to be focusing on making the MCU good again. He doesn't need to be
Mhm.
focusing on no kind of Star Wars, like a whole other project. No, he needs to go stay where he is and
I
do the work
agree.
over there.
I agree. Don't do what the Game of Thrones writers did, trying to run off and do Star Wars.
Yeah. But
Stick with what you got.
Star Wars universe is expanding a lot. I want to speak to like a diehard Star Wars fan, like from the original trilogy in the prequel series in the prequel trilogy, and see like how they feel about all this like mega expansion of Star Wars. I want to pick somebody's brain about that and see how they feel.
From the people that I know, it's like a love-hate thing. They hate most of it
Yeah.
and love the good stuff.
Yeah, they hate most of it. Like a lot of diehard Star Wars fans that I know are not big fans of a lot of the newer stuff. Yeah. So I just want to know like why. So I want to
Like the
find
newer trilogy with
the
I
newer
forget,
trilogy, the newer show, like all the shows that they are doing, like there's everything. So
not good.
I'm just calling out if you are a Star Wars fan, like I will say like an original Star Wars fan, um, and you would like to come on the podcast to talk if you have opinions about this new like Star Wars universe and you would like to come on the show to talk about it, please email us, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. We would love to have you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not James, because James doesn't like Star Wars, but maybe you can also convince James to watch to like Star Wars too. But yeah, a lot of stuff out of Star Wars Celebration, so interesting to see where all of that is gonna go. How do we even get on this topic? Oh, my nerdy things.
I,
Right.
I was just
I
gonna
was like,
say, I'm looking at the rundown. I'm like, yo, we just went in on Star Wars.
we
And
went
it's
on a
not even...
Star Wars tangent. Yeah, because I said I was watching The Mandalorian. Um, but I think that's like the only nerdy thing that I've done this
Are you
week.
still playing the game?
I am still playing the game. I
We need
haven't
to.
played it. I haven't played it the last week because I didn't take my Steam Deck with me when I went out of town, and then I haven't had time to play it this last week. So I've just been on a video game pause, but I'm gonna pick up. But I'm considering whether or not I want to continue playing it or if I'm gonna pivot to try and finish Zelda before the second one comes out. So it's a toss
Okay.
up. So I have like a month before the new Zelda game. My boyfriend's like, well, you don't have to buy it when it comes out. And I'm like, but I want to. So I'm gonna try to finish it. I'm gonna try to finish it um in time so I can buy it when it comes out. Because I don't want people ruining it for me, you know? I just want to get it right away so I can
Right.
just know for
You want
myself.
to be a part of the hype, part of the craze, you know?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
But yeah, that was all my nerdy things. Not super nerdy, but next week I should have a better list of nerdy things because I have time to do
Uh-huh.
things. Oh, and I saw Super Mario. You saw Super Mario
I
in the movie
did.
theaters. Yes, I saw it. I saw it this past week. So if we're done with nerdy things, we can just get right into our review of Super Mario Bros. Because it is video game news because it's a video game movie. So before we go into our reviews, I'm just going to go over the box office numbers because it has set some historical records in the box office. So the video game adaptation has crossed the $500 million mark at the global box office, shattering records, and it has now earned the title of the biggest video game adaptation ever. And it has greatly surpassed the previous record, which was So it earned 260.3 million domestically and 248.4 million internationally.
I think the Demon Slayer was the highest after that.
I'm trying to see if it lists in here what the highest was. It actually doesn't say.
Just
But yeah,
animated in general. I think it was Demon Slayer, but video game
video
movies, it
game.
might have been Warcraft.
Yeah. Oh, so it definitely surpassed World of Warcraft. Even though I heard that movie is also very good. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it, and I'm surprised that I haven't seen it because I am a Warcraft person.
Yeah,
And
I heard it was good. I was not oh no, you know what I'm thinking of right now? I'm thinking of Dungeons and Dragons. Never mind. Dungeons and Dragons I heard was very good. Surprisingly. So maybe I'll go see that.
mhm.
I completely forgot all about the Warcraft movie. I forgot that was a thing. But yeah, so right
I
now it
think
is
Pikachu, Detective Pikachu was up there. I forget. It was in the top three, I think.
okay.
Um,
But now this has become the biggest video game adaptation ever. So, Jaja, what did you think of the movie? I'm interested to know what your take is.
you don't want to go first?
Mm-mm. I want you to go first. Hot
Okay.
take, Jaja. Coming in hot.
I saw the movie, and in my honest, humble opinion, I think it's one of the best
Oh,
animated
okay.
movies
I
that's
thought
ever been made ever.
the best animated movie. That's a
It's
big
one
claim.
of the best
One of the
anime
best.
movie. It
Okay.
might be in my top five. I would have a hard time getting 4 or 5 movies that are better than this one animated for me.
Okay. Okay. What is in your? I'm just curious. What is in your top 5 or top
I
3?
mean, to take this serious, I would have to really think about it.
Okay.
But I don't want to just shoot off at the top of the head because my
Okay.
memory is horrible. But it's like this was a fantastic movie. I don't have not one bad thing to say about this movie.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yes, I don't know if I agree to the full extent of what Chacha was saying. But it was very good for an animated movie and for a video game movie. For an animated movie, the graphics were and the visuals were really good to look at, and you can really feel that you felt the world come to life really from like everything that we know of Mario from all the games. I feel like the worlds came to life very, very well. And the nostalgia factor was also really good. So that adds a lot of points to it. Just from all the games, it was basically a video game in a movie form. Like it was very like video game esque. All there was in every single point of it had nostalgic moments. So that was cool.
I'm gonna describe it in the opposite way. It like the movie made it feel like the video game, like real life. Like it wasn't like it was the video game was based off of Mario's real life.
Mm.
Like I really
Oh,
felt
that's a
like
good thing
that.
to say. Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they took a lot of the video game elements and put it in there. Like I think it was early in the movie when Mario and Luigi. I mean, this is. Are we spoiling? Are we spoiling
Yeah,
today?
yeah, yeah. We can spoil today. Yes.
Spoiler alert. Skip
Spoiler alert.
forward like 20 minutes. I don't know. 10 minutes.
I'll put the spoiler alert graphics in here.
But like early in the movie when Mario and Luigi start running through the city to get to the job and it just turned in and it just turned into like this 2D like side scrolling platformer.
Yeah.
Like I thought since that scene I was like sold, you got me. I was like this is fantastic.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yes, it was. It was good. That's what I'm saying. Like every single moment of it, like had like a video game feel or like something from a game that we can relate to. It was really cool. How did you feel about how they played off the accents, like the lack of accent, like in the beginning, how they tried to make it like how they used it in the commercial, but then they like made it seem like, oh, this is very over dramatic, and then like that's how they got
Well,
away with like the accents that were used in the movie. How did you feel about that?
did they actually comment in the movie about it? Like, did they say like?
Yeah, I think they said something about how it was a little over the top or something like that.
Because I
They
know
said
at the
something like that.
family dinner, everybody had like a slight accent. It might not have been like overly, I mean, like exaggerated, like in the commercial, like you're saying.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, so people were expecting Mario to sound like how he sounds in the video games, and I
Mm-hmm.
think that was like the biggest problem with like casting Chris Pratt. That's why people had a problem with it, with his casting. So they kind of in the commercial in the beginning, they had the dramatic accents or the traditional Italian accent that we heard that's from the video game. And then they made a comment about how it was a little dramatic. And like that's not actually how they sound. And so like that's how they kind of like played it off into this version of like the more realistic sounding accents that they used. Um so how did you feel about that? Oh look, James just answered me and said that he's joining at 11.
Nice. Yes. Let's pause. Let's pause our Mario take. Pause the podcast.
Okay. Okay. All right, everyone.
Damn.
James is here. James is here.
Yeah.
Me and Jaja sleep shamed James earlier, and I have to take the sleep shame back because it is my fault that he was late. It's my fault. I forgot that we changed our recording time, and I forgot to ask everyone yesterday if they were okay with the changes. Well, welcome, James. Glad you're here. I'll take back my sleep
Yeah, happy to be here. Now I was sleeping though, but I just was sleeping because I thought we were recording later.
So James was technically on time, guys. Just
James was
letting
on
everybody
time.
know.
I was overachiever then, me and Jaja. So James, we were just talking about the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Did you see it?
I did.
All right. So we were just giving our opinions. So since we were in the middle of talking about that, let's finish, and then I would love to hear what nerdy things you've been up to after that.
Right.
Jaja was saying that he believes that this movie is the best animated movie that ever existed ever. So
Yeah, that's my take.
that was
Sounds like a Jaja take.
that was Jaja's take. What did you think about the movie?
I liked it a lot. I had no complaints at all. I mean, Chris Pratt's voice as Mario sounded kind of weird still, but I did like it.
But okay, so we were literally just talking about that. I was asking Jaja how he felt about how like because like in the very beginning of the movie they had their commercial and they had like the
Yes,
traditional
yeah, in the
accents
commercial,
from the
yeah,
movie and
that voice, I was like, yeah, this is a Mario voice. But I mean, I guess
yeah,
I can see like, can you do that for a full movie and not get annoyed? Makes
right.
sense. But
I was gonna ask like how you felt about like how they tried to play it off because like when they were watching the commercial after they were saying like it sounded a little dramatic, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is how they're gonna play off the fact that they're not gonna be speaking like this. Like, how did you feel about that? Did you think that was
yeah,
cleverly done or a
that
cop
was a
out?
good way to play it off. Yeah, good way to play it
Okay,
off.
okay, cool. Um, I forgot what I had
I,
another specific question and I forgot what it was.
so about the accents, real quick, I didn't pick up on that, and when I watched the movie, like I remember the commercial and their accents being like super like thick, and then but at the family dinner with everybody having an accent, I didn't really pick up on the part where they were like they made the joke that it was a sarcastic thing that they were doing.
Mhm.
But I think that was a great idea because one, if we think about how Mario sounds in the game, like James said, I don't think I'd be able to take that for a whole movie
No.
of like dialogue, regular dialogue. Like, so, and then Chris Pratt's voice, again, I said this for the trailer, it did not bother me. I could not hear Chris Pratt, and I was trying to. I was like, literally, like, let me see if I could hear Chris Pratt's voice as Mario, and I couldn't. I couldn't. It took, like, it didn't bother me at all. The
I,
voices that did bother me
mhm.
were um, Charlie. It didn't bother me, but I could just hear Charlie Day clear as heck through Luigi. Like he
Okay.
didn't mask his voice at all. And then Anna Taylor Joy from the Princess, I could hear her clearly, but the the fact that the princess wasn't like a damsel in distress, it kind of fit her voice kind of fit better
Mhm.
when I saw the princess's character. But those were the two voices that stood out to me.
Okay.
Jack Black did a great job.
Jack Black did it as he always does. He's great. I love Jack Black. I will say I was one of the main people hating on the fact that Chris Pratt was playing Mario, but I did not mind the take that he had on Mario's voice. I felt fine with it, like you said. Yeah, his voice was the voice that I minded the least. I think so. Yeah, you're right. Um, Charlie Day, yes, I did hear him a little bit through Luigi. I don't know. Princess Peach. I feel like I was okay with her voice. The voice I was not okay with was Toad's voice. I would like Toad. I I was like Toad to me is just like a little cute character, and I was like he doesn't sound cute. He sounds like a I don't know.
I
I
love
didn't
what they did to Toad.
I didn't like Toad's voice. I didn't like Toad's voice. Um, but everyone else, yeah, Jack Black did a great job. How did you feel about the voices, James? Everyone else's voice and Chris Pratt's voice.
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. So Chris Pratt wasn't much of a problem while we were watching it. So in the trailers, I was definitely a little bit more critical than what I should have been because yeah, it didn't bother me throughout the movie.
Yeah, it was good. It was fine. So I feel like a lot of people probably have that opinion and are probably saying I apologize to Chris Pratt for
Yeah,
hating on
Chris
The
him.
Pratt.
movie was
My
that good
apologies.
that you have to apologize to him.
I do. I apologize. I apologize. Um, do you guys have any other thoughts on like certain things that happened in the movie? James, how did you feel about all the nostalgic points? I was saying earlier that like every single thing felt like straight out of a video game. Like there was a lot
Yeah, I
of
liked it.
nostalgia
I
in
was
there.
trying to point out different things like while I was watching it. I was like, oh, that's from such and such, or I recognized that from this.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it wasn't forced in. Like it felt like it made sense where it was.
Yeah.
Yes.
Especially
Even
that first like scene where it was turned into like a side scrollers type
yeah,
of
side
game.
scroll. Yeah, we were
Yeah,
talking about
I
that.
like that. I like that scene a lot.
Yeah. Even the
Yeah.
go-karts kind of fit in there and made sense somehow. I was like, what the hell? I was like, there's too much happening in this trailer, but it all made
Yeah.
sense in the actual scheme of the movie.
Yeah,
The trailer was scary. The trailer was scary. Oh my god! I was like, yo, how are they gonna fit all of this into a movie, a cohesive film? but
Yeah.
they did an A plus 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 job. Like I like the whole Donkey Kong scene where it was kind of like a mix of Smash and like the original Donkey Kong where he's literally tossing the barrels at you. Like
Yeah.
I was the Mario Kart was amazing. I like how they fit in Baby Mario in there.
Yeah.
Like
Like
we got a
literally
little
all the
hint.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah, we got a little hint of Luigi's Mansion, which I hope they do a whole movie like that.
Yeah.
Trying to think of the other games that I saw in there. Smash at the end when they were fighting Bowser, like that
Mm,
was Smash Brothers, like to the
yeah.
max. They grabbed the star, did the uppercut. Like there's mad parts of this film that I would like to point out. I loved how Donkey Kong used the flower, the fire flower, and the
Yeah.
princess. Like I thought that was crazy. Um, when he first came to the castle, when he was like walking up to the castle, that gave me Mario 64 vibes.
Mm.
Like I want to go see that movie like 2 or 3 more times.
Oh, one more voice I didn't like was Cranky Kong's voice. I didn't like his voice. He didn't sound like too much like an old man. It was very annoying. I was like, I hate this. But
Yeah,
Seth Rogen did fine as Donkey Kong, I think.
Donkey Kong was the man. I
Yeah.
love Donkey Kong. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So,
Um
there's another part I was gonna say. I just lost my train of thought. That's okay. It'll come back.
um but yeah, it was a really good movie. It did not disappoint. It lived up to the hype of it.
The whole training montage where he's like doing the Mario level over and
Mm,
over, where Peach is training him. And I love that Peach wasn't like we have to go save Peach.
yeah.
I thought that was fantastic. Like she
Mm,
was badass, and yeah, and maybe
yeah.
we get another movie with some backstory on her because they mentioned that she's a human and we don't know how she got to Mushroom Kingdom,
Mm,
and that would be a fun story. Maybe
yeah.
she should get her own solo movie, like
Yeah.
prequel.
That would be cool. That would be cool. Sequels. Are you guys anticipating any?
The sequel's been greenlit
Yeah,
already, probably. I'm gonna be surprised
Has
if
it
that
been?
announcement was made.
Oh.
I think it would be
They
foolish of them not to capitalize.
did you guys see the post credit scenes?
I didn't see the second one because it was taking too long in our movie theater. So like it was like 83 degrees on Thursday. That's when I saw it, which is unseasonably hot for this time of year in New York. So no one was ready for their AC to be on. So like like me and my boyfriend, we went out to eat before the movie and it was like blazing hot in there. They didn't have their AC on. They like warned us before that it was like going to be super hot, so we had to eat outside. And then the movie theater did not have AC on either, so we were just sitting in an oven while the while the movie was going
Jeez.
on. So we did not stay for the second end credit scene. What happened in the second end credit scene? Someone tell me.
Wait, what was the first one? Do you
The
remember the
first
first one?
the first one was just to expand. It was like it was Bowser again doing like more music video stuff
Okay.
with the song.
The second one was Yoshi.
Okay. Like
You see a
what
whole
about
bunch of
Yoshi? Okay.
they I can't remember the actual scene, but it was just Yoshi. You see a
Okay.
Yoshi egg somewhere about to crack or something like that. It was a
Okay.
Yoshi scene. I forget exactly how it played out
Okay.
though.
Nice. And it took too long to come up. I was like, how long are we expect us to sit here before
Yeah,
you play
Shannon
this
was in
end
there
credit scene?
sweating.
It was. It was really bad. Um, but yeah, people love this Peaches song that Bowser did. I keep
Yes.
hearing stories about like how you can play it on Amazon Music, so kids are playing it
Can
over
we
and over again.
talk about Bowser? Like
Yes,
Jack Black, round of applause, man. This guy, he always
Yeah,
delivers.
he does.
One of
he
those
does not
guys that
miss.
his like, and then he doesn't even have to like change his character. Like it was Jack Black as Bowser. You could see the influence. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure Jack Black wrote the song. Like,
probably, of course,
yeah, I think I read it
100%.
somewhere that he wrote the song, and you could tell. Like as soon as he started singing, I was like, yes. Like it didn't take me out of the movie, but I was just like, you could feel the Jack Black in Bowser right now, and it fits
Yeah,
so perfect. That little comedic side to him, like it just fit perfectly.
it did. It did. I love Jack Black. He's good in everything he does. He's funny. And like all of his roles like fit him perfectly. I've never seen him in a role that like didn't seem like something that he would do. Like he's good in everything he does. So
And is it
it's great.
just me, or back in the day when you have to go save Princess Peach, did y'all see it as like Bowser was in love with her, trying to like marry her or something? Or like I'd
No,
never put that connection together. Like
no,
Me
never.
neither. Yeah,
I was
me
just
either.
like, yo, he just hijacked the princess. I don't know why. This crazy turtle looking dude. What is he
I
doing?
thought he was just holding her for ransom.
Yeah, so that was a clever take on it. That was cool. Did we get any Baby Bowser throwbacks or Easter eggs in here? I don't think we did, right?
No, baby. We got Diddy, the Kong
Diddy
family.
Kong.
So
Yeah,
Diddy Kong and the bros.
yeah. But no big.
Um,
That's what I'm saying.
no baby
I
Kong.
feel like we got callbacks to everything
There
except for
was
Baby
some
Bowser.
stuff that they missed. Like I was looking for Paper Mario. I was like, where are they gonna throw in a little Paper Mario
Hmm.
reference? I don't know if you saw the
Saving it.
Nintendo
Yeah,
Punch Out when they went to
saving it for the
the
next one.
restaurant when the Punch Out pizza. I think it was a pizza place, and I had a whole bunch of pictures of like Punch Out
Yeah. Hmm.
characters.
Yeah.
That was cool.
They can't fit in
I liked
everything
it.
though, because then it would be like overstuffed, kind of. So I
Mhm.
mean, for what it was, I feel like for the hour and a half that it was, I feel like they put a good amount of stuff in there,
Mhm.
cleverly and creatively in a way that didn't feel like forced or too much. So, do you have any other thoughts about it? I want to go to the ratings. I already know what you rated, Jaja. I feel like I can guess what you rated the movie.
What am I gonna rate the movie?
10.5 probably. Anything something above 10.
15.
Exactly. There you go.
15.
15. Way off the charts. James, what do you rate it?
Yeah, I give it a 10 as well.
I give it a 7. No, I'm kidding. It can have a 10. It can have a 10. It was good. It was good. It was a very good movie. Well executed. Um, and then while we're on Nintendo and Super Mario Bros, a leak came out, which is this real? I don't know.
No, this is a rumor. I'm pretty sure it's fake. I just
Yeah,
thought it was interesting. Like it goes along with our narrative of the Smash Bros. Universe, so I thought it was cool.
yeah. Okay, so supposedly, if they're even going this route, because they never said anything about wanting to do like a whole universe.
This is just for our narrative, our Smash Bros. Narrative that we're
The
trying to
Yeah.
push.
Yeah. So this photo has been going around of a quotes leaked phase one. That's how I know it's fake. Of the Nintendo of the Nintendo cinematic universe. Also how I know it's fake. And in this photo, which I don't know. It could be fake or it could be real. In this photo, quotes, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is there as number 1. And then we have Detective Pikachu 2, which for some reason I do not think that fits into this whole timeline that we see here, but whatever. Then we have a Zelda movie, Zelda the Master Sword. Quotes again. We don't know if any of this is real. Star Fox, Earthbound, Super Mario Bros. 2, Yoshi's Island, which makes sense with the end credit scene, as you said. Metroid, and then a Super Smash Bros. Movie, which would be the equivalent of an Avengers movie. I don't know. It sounds cool.
You know how I know it's fake?
Mhm.
Because Sonic's not on there.
Oh, yeah.
They
Yeah,
messed
yeah.
Yeah,
up.
then they
If
put
they would have
Detective
do Sonic
Pikachu
on
2
there, I would have been like,
instead of 1.
But that leads me into my next. Wait, what were you gonna say?
Isn't
Isn't
Sonic
Sonic what?
isn't Sonic a live action movie? How are they mixing live action? How are
Um,
they mixing live action movies with animated movies? I'm confused.
were there no live action parts to Mario?
No. It was all animated.
Why do I feel like it was part live action?
It was
Wow,
not.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
not.
because I had the old Mario movie in my head. Like the
Yeah.
beginning was like kind of reminiscent of that old Mario.
Yeah, but that's why like I know because like Detective Pikachu also is like half live action. So I don't understand how that would all come together. It doesn't really make sense to me. So that seems weird.
That leads me into my next question. That's Mario related. Um, so who do y'all think is the more popular character between Mario and Sonic? This has been an age-old debate.
Like in life or in terms of the
In
movies.
in life, yeah, in everything.
That's
I
hard.
think it's Mario.
Yeah, I think it's Mario too.
If you had to choose one, like if you had to choose one, and then you can't have the other, you can't watch, play, whatever. The other one doesn't exist to you.
I would choose Mario. I feel like I had more of
Yeah,
a connection with Mario than I did with Sonic growing up. I played Sonic and I watched the Sonic TV show, but I feel like I have more of a connection to Mario, I think.
I would choose Sonic.
Mm.
And I acknowledge that Mario is far, 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 far more popular than Sonic. Like, it's not even a joke. It's not even close anymore.
Mm-hmm. Well, I expected you to say that, Jaja. Going against the grain. That's what you do. Sorry. That's why you're hot take, Jaja. I'm gonna put a poll about this in the Instagram once if I can remember to get around to editing this clip. I will though. Sonic or Mario. Who's your pick? Cool, but we'll see. Like I said, they haven't mentioned anything about like wanting to create this big universe, but that seems like the cool thing to do now. Everyone's making their universes. Were you just James, before you got on, we were talking about Star Wars, how Star Wars is becoming like a big universe, kind of like Marvel. And now like everyone wants to do it. DC wants to do it now and start having their stuff make sense. I don't know. And now
shots.
And now possibly and then now possibly this. So Marvel did it first, guys. That's all I'm gonna say about that. But yeah. Is there any other video game news that you guys want to talk about real quick? There wasn't really a ton going on. That was enough. That was enough video games.
Yeah, let's move on.
All right, James, did you do anything nerdy this week that's worth mentioning that
did.
you want to mention? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, Cartoon Network's March Madness ended. The overall winner ended up being, drumroll, Adventure Time.
Yay!
Nice.
Well deserved.
Yeah, so the finals were Adventure Time and then Amazing World of Gumball, which is that was a good finals. Yeah, I like Adventure Time. I like Amazing World of Gumball. I'm still watching Amazing World of Gumball on HBO Max. So that's part of my nerdy things as well.
Fun fact. HBO Max is just called Max now.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
Yes, I got that notification.
Again. Which is dumb. I hate that, but whatever. I feel like people can confuse that with Cinemax, but I don't know. I just feel like Max is dumb, but I know they dropped it because of the whole merger. It's just whatever.
Yeah. I think it's dumb that we have to pay more, but the Discovery Plus people can still get theirs separate, and we got to pay for their stuff too.
Yeah, I know. It is
whatever.
It is.
It's a scam, but whatever.
It's all a scam. I'm sorry. So, what were you saying, James? I'm sorry.
Also, Dr. Stone is back. One of my favorite animes. So, shout out to the Dr. Stone fans. I watched it. So, Jaja had mentioned this a while ago, but I just got around to watching it. Record of Ragnarok. I watched the whole thing. Yeah. So both seasons I watched. It's really good. I was not expecting the story to be dope like that, but it was good. It was like God's first fighting the humans for like to save humanity. So that was
see
cool.
that show around, but I've never watched it.
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
So it is worth a watch, is what you're saying?
Yeah, it's worth a watch.
Okay.
It's a quick binge. I think it's like 24 episodes total or something like that.
Oh, it's not bad.
Yeah. And then also I got this new Funko Pop. It's like a Venomized. Well, yeah, Venom styled Miles Morales.
So. Oh yeah, I love the Venomized Pops. They're all really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like Miles Morales is Venomized. Yeah. So yeah,
that's dope.
They have Venomized versions of like every of all the Marvel superheroes. So that's cool. And they all
the show. Sorry, I was just looking at a picture. Record of Ragnarok.
Did you forget what he was talking about?
I forgot what it was about, but now that I see the picture, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that shit was lit. But anyway.
There was a Plus Ultra event last night. It's called Midnight Matsuri. So this week, well, in DC, it's called Sakura Matsuri. It's basically like Japan Fest. If you guys have that in New York.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much that. But they had an after party Plus Ultra. So Midnight Matsuri. So it's their usual style of it. So there was gaming in certain corners, and then the event space had an arcade in there. So there was like skee ball as well, and then like the arcade basketball type of thing, and then like a dance floor and all that good stuff. And then there was karaoke going on too. I didn't hop on the mic. I got there a little bit late, but I had hopped on the mic and blessed them. But yeah, I had a lot of fun there. That was a really good event. And their next event is, I want to say end of this month, and then the Villain Ball is late next month. So yes, that's coming soon. And then my last nerdy thing, I'm getting my next tattoo this week coming up. So
nice.
We record on Sundays. It drops on Tuesdays. So Tuesday is when I leave, but I get to tattoo on Wednesday. So yeah.
So you're going back to, where do you get your tattoos usually? Texas?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, right?
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Yep. So I'll be out in Indianapolis getting a tattoo. It's not a secret. I just don't know what it is yet. But so I I
You
gave
don't
the
know
guy
what it
two
is yet?
options.
Okay.
Yeah. So because we're working on a sleeve together, so I told him. Well, I mean, I sent a picture of the space left, so it's like the inside and the back of my thigh. So
Okay.
whichever, well, it's pictures. So whichever character looks the best inside of that area is what it'll give me. So I sent two options. There were Muzan from Demon Slayer, which
Okay.
Demon Slayer is back, by the way. We should mention.
Oh, it is.
So
I
yeah,
have to watch
Muzan.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but the Michael Jackson looking version of him. So I like Michael Jackson a lot. So it's either that or I don't know if anyone else is right, but from Solo Leveling, that God statue, so the blue creepy looking smile thing, it's going to be one of those two, whichever looks the best
Ooh,
in
so
my.
so he's gonna tell you
like-
when you get there.
Right.
Nice.
I
And you're
like
gonna
the
be
Michael Jackson version of Moons, and
yeah.
Yeah.
That
So
was-
I'm not 100% sure what tattoo I'm getting yet, but it's going to be one of those two, but I know where it's going to be. That's pretty much it.
Nice.
But I
That's
like this
cool.
guy's art style enough, so
Is this
I'm looking forward to it.
Is this a tattoo artist that specializes in anime
Yes.
characters? Okay. Nice.
Yep. His name is Cody Ellis Tattoos on Instagram. If anybody wants to follow him, Cody Kodi Ellis Tattoos.
I love following
Yes.
tattoo. I love following tattoo artists that specialize in anime. I found one that I was going to go to, but then I decided that I didn't really know what I wanted. But I have one here that I follow that I would go to if I finally decided what anime character I wanted on me.
In New York?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you got to get you some tats, Shannon.
I mean, I have a lot of tattoos already, so it's just that finding a spot to even put another tattoo is.
It's time to start a sleeve.
I admire girls that can pull off sleeves. I don't think I can though. So I don't know about that. But
You could.
I would like to. No, guys, my arm is too fat for a sleeve. I don't want to.
Get a leg sleeve.
A leg sleeve? Oh, I mean that's another
Yeah.
option too. That's another option too. Yeah, we'll see. I just have to really think about like what I would want it to be. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, I've been freestyling mine. So
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple characters that I really love, but I just feel like them all on one sleeve together wouldn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. Because I have like, I love Sailor Moon. I would want some kind of a Sailor Moon tattoo, right? And then I would want to put Sora somewhere on my leg because you guys know I love Kingdom Hearts. And then Gurren Lagann is my favorite anime. So I would want to put, have you guys watched Gurren Lagann?
oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you
so
put me onto that.
Oh yes, I made you watch Gurren Lagann. Did I make you watch Gurren Lagann, James, or did you watch it already? Did you already watch it?
Yeah, I'd already seen it.
Okay. So I would love to put like Kamina on my leg somewhere too, so in the sleeve somewhere too. And then what else? I just feel like those are all just very different things. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I would make that work. But yeah, just choose one and stick to it. I don't know. But we'll see. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody
Get
will
'em
be
all. Yeah, just
creative
get 'em
enough
all.
to help me figure out
Just
how
tell
it
the
makes sense.
tattoo artist these characters and see what they come up with.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll see. The thing is though, like, I understand why tattoo artists won't like draw you up anything until you like put a down payment down, but it's like, how do I know that that's what I want?
I got a solution for you,
Mhm.
Shannon.
Mhm.
ChatGPT.
Can ChatGPT draw me a tattoo?
Heck yeah! What do you? ChatGPT can damn near cook your food for you.
Guys,
It's
I work.
it's crazy. I'm still following all that AI stuff. It's freaking crazy.
Guys, I'm sorry, I can't promote ChatGPT anymore. I work at Google, so I need to promote Bart.
Bard.
Sorry,
Oh, yeah.
Bard.
I was
Bard.
just
Sorry.
watching. I was just watching a comparison of Bard and Microsoft ChatGPT that they're using in their browsers now.
Mhm.
It's pretty interesting.
Interesting in a way that you don't want to talk about.
No, I was scared of it at first, but I'm like, you know what? We can't stop it, so you might as well hope to contain it. Like that's what I used to say when I used to play basketball back in the day. I was like, you can't stop me. You can only hope to contain it. So that's it.
Okay.
Nice.
Jaja was a menace on the courts, huh?
Not even close. I used to just be talking mess. Always had a good team though. I was always on a good team.
All right, let's get into some TV movie news. Guys, there's a ton of trailers that released in the last 2 weeks. So have you guys seen all the trailers that are in the rundown? Yes?
I actually have not seen the Marvel's trailer. Actually, did I see any of these shows?
Oh my God. All right, we might have to pause again so James can watch these trailers.
Yeah. I did not see the Marvels
Okay. Do you want to watch the Marvels trailer real quick?
or Secret Invasion. Okay, I'm gonna watch these two.
All right, we're gonna pause, guys, while James watches these trailers.
Rock and roll.
All right, we're back again. James has watched the
Yes.
trailers. All right,
I'm back and I'm cultured.
So many releases, so many trailers to look forward to for the upcoming months. The Marvels trailer release. The Marvels is coming out in November. After I feel like it was delayed like 2 times. Now it's coming out in November. What did you guys think of this trailer? Well, first of all, before you say were you excited about the Marvels before? And then has the trailer changed your opinion at all? James, you go
prior to the
first.
trailer,
Mhm.
I was not looking forward to it. I was like, I'll probably check it out. But yeah, the trailer has fully convinced me.
Yes. I feel the same. I was like not excited about it. I was like, whatever. Even though I feel like, okay, because I was going to say like a lot of people didn't like Captain Marvel, but when I did my rewatch, I don't mind Captain Marvel. I feel like it's overhated and it's not really necessary for it to have all that hate. It's not
I think
that bad.
people hate the actress more than the movie.
Yeah, people don't like Brie Larson, but like Brie Larson's fine. I feel like she grows on you the more you watch her on screen in the role. And I've seen Endgame like a lot of times, and I've seen Captain Marvel a few times already, and I feel like she just grows on you the more you watch it. So, whatever.
Yeah.
The trailer looked really good, so I'm excited about it. Jaja, what about you?
All these trailers in general have me hyped for this next wave, this next year of movies, and it might be time for me to rewatch the Phase 4 stuff. That's how much hype I got.
Or all of it from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like me.
And yeah, Brie Larson, I'm a fan of Captain Marvel. I'm super hyped for the Marvels. Like I'm here for that. I want to see that.
It's gonna be nice. The trailer was cool because we saw like it's nice that like we're gonna see like a full integration of everything that we saw in Miss Marvel come into this movie. Like like we see her family in the trailer and stuff like that.
Miss Marvel, WandaVision. Like I like the
WandaVision.
show. I like that the shows now are like bridging into the movies. I was kind of mad that the movies, like, yeah, they leaked into the shows, but it wasn't as much as we would have liked. But I can see the budget. You know, these movie actors get paid a lot, and you know, it's a whole logistics thing.
It's hard, and that's part of my theory that I have for the next trailer that we'll talk about. But yeah, it's hard to integrate movies into shows. It's way easier to integrate shows into movies because like paying these actors more to be in like a movie, then I'm sure they want to do that. But like, I feel like it's too much to like pay these multi-million-dollar actors to come from a movie into a Disney Plus show. So yes, but it's gonna be interesting because Monica Rambeau, we saw her last in WandaVision, and they didn't really go into detail about her powers or like anything like that. We just saw her acquire them or like how she acquired them, but like we didn't really see anything else after that. So I'm interested to see like how they're gonna catch us up into like how she became familiar with her powers or like how she realized they were there, because like we didn't really get any of that at any point.
And not only from the trailer, it seems like she's gonna be the most like knowledgeable one out of the three. Like she looks like she has a grasp on the information of what's going on.
Yeah, so I feel like they're gonna do like a montage, or like they're gonna have to like do some like cheap thing to catch us up on like how she has come to like know about her powers, because like we don't know anything about her powers unless you read the comics. James knows because you've been reading a lot of Photon comics.
I gotta do my money spread with the comics here. You know what I mean?
Oop.
Yeah, there we go. Yo, we about to have a comics war, James. Don't let me pull up. I'm gonna post some more our next pod.
But yeah, we don't know anything about her powers. Like people that are just movie watchers, like they didn't really go into detail about it. And it's been a while now since WandaVision.
Well, all three of their powers really we haven't seen detail. I mean, Captain Marvel we know the most about, but Miss Marvel we haven't really. Yeah, I don't think we've seen.
But we've seen her be a superhero in her show. We haven't seen Monica Rambeau do anything yet.
Right.
Aside from walking through the barrier.
I mean, she fought a little bit in WandaVision, but I get your point.
I don't remember now because I didn't rewatch WandaVision yet.
She fought with Wanda and the little boys when the cops were coming after them and all that stuff.
I'm very far removed from that show.
But it was very brief. She didn't really have a lot. So yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I gotta start my Phase 4 rewatch. Now that we're getting closer to all these movies coming out again, I gotta watch Phase 4 again. I will, guys.
I
I
don't.
will.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
debate whether to
ooh.
watch it after this stuff comes out or to just get it as a refresher. I'm not sure
No,
what I want to do.
I'm definitely gonna watch it beforehand, I think. But yeah, trailer hype. Trailer gives me like a 8 on the hype scale, but these trailers are wildly misleading, so I'm a little nervous. So oftentimes, like lately with these Marvel movies, the trailer is the best part, and then you get to the movie, and then the movie just is not what you thought it was gonna be. So hopefully this movie is actually good all around.
Or the trailer showed everything good.
Yeah, we have a few months. That's how I feel about the Spider-Man trailer, which we'll get to in a second. But
Why is Miss Marvel my favorite out of the three right now? Like her character in general, she brings a very joyful, like lighthearted energy
because
to
she's
everything.
a young and joyful, lighthearted character, unlike
Just wanted to
Captain
mention
Marvel.
that she's my favorite out of those three at this moment.
Captain Marvel's very monotone and not very fun. So I can understand why she's your favorite. But yeah, we'll see as we get a little closer. Next we got a Secret Invasion trailer, and Secret Invasion is coming to Disney Plus. It is a Disney Plus show. Some feedback I got. I was talking to my boyfriend about this trailer because he read a lot of the Secret Invasion comics. A little disappointed because Secret Invasion had a lot to do with the Avengers and like you didn't know who was a Skrull, they were mimicking all the Avengers and things like that. But this show seems like it's more contained into Shield, and it won't feature really any of the Avengers. So it's a different take. So how did you guys feel about the trailer?
It also made me hype. I didn't know much about Secret Invasion. I did hear that there was like some scroll stuff going on where people were confused on who was who.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't actually read that, so I wasn't too much hoping that happened. I mean, of course, I hope that it happened, but
yeah,
I have no attachment to the original story.
Yeah, historically, Secret Invasion was very Avengers focused, but again, that's the point I was trying to make about like they're not going to be able to get these Avengers stars to come be in this Disney Plus show. So I feel like they had to pivot and make it about something else that was attainable. Jaja, what did you think about the trailer?
I'm hyped for the trailer. I feel like I didn't get still don't have a lot of information about like what's actually going on in the show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's been theories about what's going to happen in Secret Invasion since the first Avengers. So I don't know if they're playing on that and just not giving a lot of information out, but I feel like we don't really know what's going to happen in the show. Like everything is just speculation about the skulls over. Like, of course, the skulls should be impersonating people. Like that's their thing. But how it's going to actually play out, I'm interested to see, and I'm sure it's going to be different from the comics because most of this stuff is. So yeah.
But I feel like the reason they might have gone in that direction is that they can't. If it followed a more traditional comic storyline where the Skrulls were impersonating a lot of the Avengers, then it would basically be like an Avengers TV show, and I feel like that would be very expensive. I feel like that would be very expensive to do. So. And also, we don't really have an established team of Avengers now. Who is even in the Avengers right now? I don't know.
Yeah,
and just the whole storyline of the Skrulls in general and the Kree have been a lot different from the comics. Like,
yeah,
the Kree are kind of evil in the movie, in the MCU version, and they were kind of good in the comics, and like the Skrull were like mostly bad, but now there's like good and bad factions in the MCU. Like, it's a little bit different. So I'm here for everything though.
But who is in the Avengers now, guys? I asked that question, but like I really don't know. We have Sam, the new Captain America. That's the only person I know for sure. I guess
is there an Avengers team right now?
I have no clue. I don't know. But in the trailer though, they mentioned
what they used to do in the comics. They take a break and then they come back and it's a whole new squad.
But in the trailer though, they keep mentioning the Avengers, like, oh, like if the Avengers get involved in this, then it's over. They said that like 3 times in the trailer. I'm like, who is on the team? Who are the Avengers right now?
I got you. I get
who are they referring to? Yeah.
It'll always exist, the team, the Avengers. It's just who's on the squad right now.
Yeah. Spider-Man? I have no clue. I guess we'll find out as it keeps going.
Wolverine.
Deadpool. I don't know. Yeah, but the trailer still looks good though. Like the show looks like it's gonna be interesting. I'm interested to see. I feel like what's gonna make a good show, how long the episodes are, and how many episodes there are. So I really don't want to see another 6-episode show with 30-minute episodes. I can't I can't.
And
It's
this
too-
show is leading
too
into
short.
one of the movies. I forget which movie is
Secret
coming out
Wars.
after.
Secret Wars.
So Secret Wars, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this should be very interesting.
Yeah. But please, I need at least 10 episodes, and I need each episode to be at least 45 minutes. Please, Disney. Like, I don't know why they keep doing this to us with these short shows. But I'm gonna need it to not be that, please. But yeah, that trailer looks good. Excited for that. That comes out in June. Like I said, summer is gonna be very content heavy, both on DC and on Marvel side. So we're gonna see. And then next we got the Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. I think this is the second. Is this the second trailer for Across the Spiderverse?
Second or third? I'm not sure.
Second or
I
third.
think it's the second official.
But this trailer goes into a lot of detail about the movie, and I think it basically gives away the whole thing. I don't know. Did you guys feel that way?
Yes. Yes.
I'm like, I feel like I know what the whole movie's about. They give away
Are we
way too much.
rehashing?
Yeah.
Does the plot of this movie seem familiar?
Does it? Does it seem
I
familiar?
feel like it's the whole multiverse saga in the MCU, just in a smaller Spider-Verse, just on one character.
Okay.
Some guy, the 2099 Spider-Man, it looks like he's like a Kang-ish character. He has control of time, and he's trying to control everybody's timeline or whatever. That's what it feels like to me. And everybody's web is connected. They're gonna make it spider-related, and yeah. But I guess I'm gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it too. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. The first one was so good that it's like you can't not see this movie. But I just feel like they gave way too much away in this almost 3-minute trailer. Trailers don't need to be this long. Honestly,
maybe we get surprised. Maybe they're gonna surprise us with something.
Maybe, but I feel like, as a note, trailers don't need to be 2 minutes and 29 seconds. That's too much. Too much. You're showing me too much right now of the plot.
Remember back in the day when like 30 seconds was the commercial, but then you go on like the website to see the full 60-second trailer, and it was 60 seconds. You can bet on that.
Yeah. This trailer shouldn't have been longer than a minute and a half. I don't know, James. How do you feel about the trailer?
Yeah, no, same. I feel like anybody who's going to see it was already determined that were going to see this. So I don't think you need to like bring new people in. Like, oh, we got to show them something crazy.
I don't think you need multiple trailers. Just release one trailer, and you don't need to show me anything else from the movie until it comes out. Just keep that same trailer rolling the entire time. That's it.
I feel like it's a trend right now, though. Like a lot of things coming out, they just give away the whole thing in the trailer. The whole thing.
That's been a thing with Marvel movies specifically. They be giving away way too much in these trailers. And then by the time you get to the movie, you build up so much hype from this trailer, and then it's not.
Go on Netflix too. Just turn your Netflix app on and let it play the first trailer of whatever's the main thing on, and then you're gonna know everything that happens in that thing and not even want to watch it.
Yeah. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure the movie's still gonna be good. I'm sure that I would hope that they're still holding on to some stuff that we didn't see in the trailer that we'll see in the movie. So, I mean, we'll see. And that comes out June 2nd. So a couple months away from that. Actually, a little more than a month away from that, actually. Not even a full 2 months. So that's coming up quick. Blue Beetle. Got a Blue Beetle trailer. How'd you guys feel about the Blue Beetle trailer?
Super, super hyped for this movie. Oh my God. Yes.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle looks like it's gonna be good. I saw the trailer, and usually when I see DC trailers, I'm not really hyped to then see the movie. But this trailer makes me want to see the movie. But this is what I'm talking about. This trailer, 2 minutes and 50 seconds long. Way too long. It doesn't need to be that long. You should be, if your movie's really good, you should be able to sell it to me in a minute and a half. That's it.
Yeah, bring back posters.
So I don't know. I when I see DC things, I try to compare it to like what would be its Marvel counterpart. Blue Beetle gets his powers from the Scarab. Is that not similar to like Moon Knight a little bit, or like kind of similar? No, I don't think so.
So I've seen comparisons, like a mix of Moon Knight and like Batman for some reason. I don't know why Batman, but
that's weird.
Moon Knight I could see a lot more.
A thing that kind of takes over his body. It's kind of the same as Moon Knight.
He gets possessed by some ancient
thing. Yeah. But it looks good. So I will be seeing this when it comes out. What is the release date for Blue Beetle?
I'm always here for OP superheroes. Blue Beetle's one of those.
August
August
18th, Blue
August
Beetle.
18th, another summer release. You think Blue Beetle's OP?
100%.
I mean, I don't know anything about Blue Beetle from like any
He's
prior comics
powerful.
or anything.
He's very like he can do a lot.
All right, I guess we'll see. I think that was the last trailer that we got. There's gonna be a Penguin show on CW. That trailer came out. I didn't see it though. I just heard people talk about it, but I don't know why they're doing a show just about Penguin. Did any of you guys see that?
No, I didn't.
I didn't see it. It's fine. I'm not gonna watch it, but I'm long.
I did hear of it, but I didn't see anything on it, like the trailer.
I mean, the timeline. So the Penguin show is supposed to be set a week after the events of the Batman movie. So I mean, that's kind of interesting. But right now, nobody knows if Batman's actually going to be in the show, so it might just be a show about Penguin, which I don't know if I'm super interested in.
Yeah, that's what I heard, like a Penguin spinoff.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been long removed from CW shows, so I don't really know if I would ever get back into that. The Flash is still going on, and I had no clue. I thought The Flash ended a long time ago, guys, but it's still on. It has to be like what season? What season is this? 20?
It's the 9th.
The 9th? It's only been 9 seasons?
I'm not sure. I don't know anything about The Flash. Don't quote me on anything. But I thought it was like the 9th or something like that. But
how many seasons?
Might be more.
I feel like it's been on. I feel like that show has been on forever.
It has.
Oh, I guess it is only 9. Okay. I thought it was.
Wow, look at me.
But The Flash was a good. I used to love The Flash. I used to love Arrow. I just haven't watched them both in a while.
I think I read something about like they planned for it to be 10, but with everything happening, they had to like cut a lot of stuff and just wrap it up early. Yeah. So
I used to love all those shows, and so until they started making them too like intermingled, then I'm like, it's too much. It's too much. But yeah, so those were all the trailers that came out. We'll talk about some other things. Jack Black, we spoke about him earlier. Big topic conversation for Mario. Really is a big fan of The Last of Us and wants to make Red Dead Redemption another video game show adaptation. I've never played Red Dead Redemption. Have any of you guys played that game?
Yes.
I have not.
You have. Wait, both of you haven't played Red Dead Redemption?
No.
What? It's an amazing game. Fantastic. Triple A plus game. Yes.
So, question, because my boyfriend loves that game too. He told me that the second game is on sale on Steam right now for $20, but I never played it. Do I have to play the first one though? I've never played the first one.
No, you don't. The second one builds on the first one, and the stories I don't think have much to do with each other. But like you want all the upgraded mechanics and features and stuff. The second one, there's just like you get overwhelmed by how much stuff there is to do in the game. It's like it's GTA but Wild Wild West style.
But it's a shooter. It's a shooter game, right? I'm not good at those.
It's literally like Grand Theft Auto with a Wild Wild West skin. And like instead of cars, there's horses. But there's how in GTA there's so much stuff, different activities for you to do.
But I can't shoot missions. Things.
The map is big.
I didn't play GTA. I'm not good at shooters, guys. That's why I don't play GTA, because the shooter aspect of it, I'm not good at.
Yeah, but it's not like a first-person shooter, even though you could play it in full first person. But like they have the aim assist on. Like, just you got it, Shannon.
Okay.
You got it.
All right. If it's still on sale, I'll check to see if it's still on sale.
Even if you don't even play the missions, like you can just go hunting. You could like join a gang. You can like become a merchant. Like it's crazy. It's
all right. I'll check to see if it's still on sale. If it's still on sale, I will buy it, but I probably won't play it until after I finish playing Zelda.
And it would make a good movie or a TV show. Yes.
Okay. So I guess we'll see. Making video games into movies and shows is a trend now. Everything's a trend now, guys. Speaking of making movies into TV shows. So this was a rumor that was floating around for a while, but it has actually been confirmed. There is going to be a Harry Potter TV series coming to Max. And J.K. Rowling is going to be behind it, which I feel like a lot of people are upset about. But that's a whole other thing. So this series is basically going to be all the Harry Potter. It's going to be one Harry Potter book a season. And it's basically going to go into more detail than the movies did. And it's going to have, I think it's going to have all the original cast in it. I don't really know. Yes. So the series will take, okay, wait. So here's what this article says. The series will take a decade to adapt the 8 novels of J.K. Rowling with a new cast actually. It's described as a complete adaptation of the beloved Harry Potter book series. And yeah, it's gonna give a different perspective than the movies did. I don't know. You guys are all like Harry Potter fans now. You've watched all the movies. I don't really know. Oh, you didn't, but you've watched James. You watched all of them recently.
Yeah, I'm a Harry Potter fan. You know what I mean?
Jaja, you haven't
Big
seen
time.
all of them.
Shout out
No.
to Gryffindor.
Order the Phoenix. I rep that movie.
Okay. Okay, so James, all right, so so I mean everyone can give their opinion, but James, how do you feel about this? Are you excited? Do you think it's stupid and a waste of time? What do you feel?
I probably won't watch it unless I hear it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, a 10-year projected time span. Yeah, I'm not looking for something like that. But if
JK
people are like, "Oh man, this is great," and I'm like, "Okay,
Oh my
maybe I'll check it
God.
out." I'll be
JK
a hype
Rowling
beast.
JK Rowling is so rich. She's like Harry Potter, like the first Harry Potter book came out in like 1990 something. The first movie came out in like 2001. I feel like it's just the fact that she's still being able to stretch these movies and books more than 20
Yeah, because
years
now they're
later.
just restarting it. They're just
Yeah.
rebooting the Harry Potter universe.
More than 20 years later is quite a feat, I would say. Jaja, will you watch this show?
I need a trailer, number one. And number two, I feel like J.K. Rowling's and George R.R. Martin like go to the bar together and have drinks and just like plan how they're gonna take over the world.
I would believe that. So I think it's a little different because neither of you have read any of the books, right? You've only seen the movies.
I read the
Right.
first 4,
Oh, you read the first 4. Oh,
but I was
right.
in like elementary school.
Okay. Oh, James, I didn't know that you read them.
Yeah, did I
Okay,
really?
cool. Okay, so like people that have read the books know that there was like a lot of stuff that was left out of the books when they were adapting it into the movies. So I think fans of the books are excited that they're going to be able to capture all of that detail, or they say they're going to be able to capture all that detail into the show. So I mean, I think that the universe is big enough to like expand, do some different characters, tell a different story. But I mean, they also tried to do that with Fantastic Beasts, and that kind of flopped. So I mean, maybe people are just attached to the main 3 characters. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see, but like I don't know.
If they can pull it off the way Lord of the Rings did with Rings of Power, I think it would be a success.
Is Rings of Power pulled off? Because I feel like it was a very divided audience on Rings of Power. So
From what I saw, I mean, it's renewed for season 2, so it must have been a success at some level. So
I don't know. I found Rings of Power to be very boring, but maybe I need to watch it again.
Did you watch the whole thing?
No.
Okay.
I watched the first 2 episodes.
It builds up to the end. Like the end is like the big reveal. That's like what you've been watching for. But you got to see it to the end.
Okay. But I feel like that's a lot. That's a lot for me. It's a lot. How many episodes are there?
Either 10 or less. I think.
So you're telling me that the entire show is slow until the very last episode?
No, I enjoyed the entire show.
Okay.
But you're saying, but there are like stuff that's held to the end. Like unless you're really following what's going on, like who's like I was watching the episode and then like doing research on who these characters were in the movies. And then you're like, oh, that person turns into him. That person is the past version of him. And then you're like, who is this guy? This is the guy that's funny that we don't know who he is and how he plays into the movie. And yeah.
All right. I mean, it's gonna be interesting. This show, I mean, I doubt it's coming out. It's not coming out for a while, obviously. But it'll be interesting to see. I'm gonna watch it, but it's just I'm very intrigued by the fact that they decided to do this. I don't know. But we probably won't see the first one for a couple of years. So whatever. We'll see what happens at that point. But bringing Harry Potter to a whole new generation of people that didn't grow up with it should be interesting for the generations below us. So we'll see how that goes.
May capture a new audience.
Yeah, may capture a new audience, and then the
current fans.
The cycle will continue.
I was about to say the cycle of what they're doing with everything will continue. Like even with Mario, I tell people like, listen, you take your kids to see Mario, they're gonna love the movie. They're gonna love it, but you're gonna love it more because it's for us. So yeah, we're just rehashing all day, every day. I'm gonna go see Teenage Ninja Turtles. Like we're gonna watch it, so they're gonna do it. Like the whole nostalgia thing. It's a like a drug almost.
True. No, it's true. It's true. So going into my live action corner real quick, which is a new segment I said I was going to start, and I feel like every week I hear about something that's being adapted into live action. So there's a live action Moana movie that's going to feature the original cast from the animated movie. I don't know if either of you have seen Moana, but I think The Rock is just trying to look for stuff to do at this point. Because I feel like it's kind of lazy to just redo the same movie that you were already in live action, but whatever. So that's coming out at whatever point. I don't know why. Moana's not that old. I feel like it came out. What year did Moana come out? I don't feel like we need to be adapting it into live action right now.
It was pretty recent.
Yeah. What year?
2016.
2016 hasn't been that long. We don't need it. We don't need it again yet. We don't need it again yet. I feel like there should be a minimum of 10 years before you try to adapt something.
I thought that was the Disney contract, the Disney Vault contract. You take it out after 10 years and redo it.
I didn't know that. Apparently not. But I thought it was. I thought like 10 years should be a minimum. There's no reason why I need to see it again. But whatever. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope that they do some things differently because like I don't want to just see the same movie again just with live action. What's the point? You know what I mean? It's my gripe.
Yeah.
It's my gripes about live action. And then some news about the live action Lilo and Stitch. It's cast its Nani character, which is Lilo's older sister. And some people are complaining that they are whitewashing the movie because I think she is native Hawaiian, but she is a lot lighter than Nani was in the movie. So some people have issues about that. I don't really know how I feel about it right now because I think
Wait, go ahead. Finish your thought.
I don't really know how I feel about it. As long as she's a native Hawaiian and like they didn't cast a white person and try to make her be Hawaiian for the movie, I feel like I don't really have an issue with it. But I can understand why people are upset also. What were you gonna say, Jaja?
I was gonna say I'm not like I can't be mad at it because even though we know her heritage as Hawaiian, I'm sure Hawaiians come in all different shades, just about every other race there is. And then like if we're gonna jump on them for getting mad at us having a black Ariel, we can't get mad at getting a white Moana. I think
Nani.
that's a little hypocritical.
Nani. Well, she's not. She's not white. She's still. I think she's still native Hawaiian, which is why I'm not upset because it's like whatever.
It's a complex conversation because with all the history, us getting it's complex. But
I also feel like those are two different things though because the Little Mermaid, Ariel is a mermaid. You know what I mean? Like she's not from anywhere. She's from the ocean. So that I mean
Atlantis.
That that has nothing to do with it.
But like I said, like every race has like a lot of different shades to it. There's not like one color defined for every race. So like I'm sure there's light-skinned Hawaiians that want representation. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I can't really be mad at it. But I'm saying like the two scenarios are kind of different because like again, she's a mermaid. She came from the sea. Lilo and Stitch specifically takes place in Hawaii. And they are native, they are like native Hawaiians. So it's like you have to cast a Hawaiian person. So like they couldn't cast a white person that had like no ties to Hawaii at all because that would be like kind of crazy. So as long as this person is a native Hawaiian, doesn't matter what shade she is to me. So I'm fine. I don't really have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it.
I hate this conversation. Like, I really don't like it at all. Because I would like, I like personally, I want to see a darker Moana, but it's like, what are we gonna do right now?
I know, but we can't really even argue against that. Because,
whoever's the best actress, go ahead.
Wait, you want to see a darker Moana?
Like something more close to the original.
Wait, for Moana or for Lilo and Stitch? For Moana.
I'm sorry, whatever one we're talking about.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay.
Oh, God, I lost in the sauce.
I mean, whoever best fits the character as. James, do you have any thoughts on this?
I didn't read too much into it. I've been a little bit disconnected this week, but yeah. So from what I can garner here, it looks like they did cast a person that is native to Hawaii. However, there are like darker Hawaiian people,
Mhm.
which I'm not sure is like part of their story. So I'd have to watch Lilo and Stitch again because, like, let's say they face discrimination for being dark-skinned Hawaiians, then that would make sense that
They didn't.
it would have to be a darker person. But
Mhm.
yeah, so I'd have to read more.
Okay. So maybe we'll have a follow-up on this conversation next week when they continue to cast people. But the person that they cast as Lilo, I feel like is also not a dark Native Hawaiian. Let me just see.
Did they play the Little Mermaid trailer for you guys when you saw Mario?
Yes, I did. And I loved it. I'm so excited, guys. I will be seeing
Amazing.
The Little
It
Mermaid
was
multiple
beautiful.
times when it comes out. With different people. I'm gonna see it like 5 times.
I got there right when the movie was starting. Like, I think my showtime was at like 6:30. I want to say I got there almost 7.
Mm. Now if you check out that one Mermaid trailer, it was good. It looks decent.
I think I left home at 6:30.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that's a good thing about movies now. The trailers are half an hour, so like you could be late to your movie as long as you like get there before
but
the half
then
hour.
if you're on time, you're in the movie theater for like 3 hours. Like
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's that lady that's on all the movie commercials that walks in with that sparkling suit?
Nicole Kidman.
Oh yeah,
I'm
she's
so
getting the bag.
tired. I'm so tired of seeing that. I'm like, it's a new year. They should at least redo it with somebody else. Like, I'm tired of seeing Nicole
Right.
Kidman do it every single time. It's very annoying.
they actually had to stop my movie. Like
Why?
it was that Easter weekend. Movies was super packed. The whole everybody's family was out, and I guess people were hijacking seats.
Oh,
They
really?
literally said, if you're not in your seat, get to your seat. And
Oh,
some people didn't
wow.
move, so they
Sheesh.
stopped the movie in the middle of like the family dinner. It was early in the movie when they were at when they're at the Mario house, and they turned the lights on. It was like asking people if that they were in the correct seats. And the funny part is, after like 2 minutes of them doing it, there's a group of people to like my left, a couple seats away, and they're looking around. And then the people finally come to them and they're like, yo, are you in your seats? They're like, no. And they go all the way to the front row. It's like, if you know they're coming, get up and go to your seats. We want to continue the movie. Like,
Right.
yo,
Oh,
get it
wow.
out.
That's never happened. I've never seen that happen before. That's
Me
crazy.
neither.
That's wild.
That's nuts.
Mind you, nobody came for the seats that they had to leave. So it was
Really?
even funnier. Or they came
That's
like
wild as
super
well.
late. But yeah, it was funny.
That's crazy. But I think that's all we have. We had a super packed episode today, guys. It's gonna be a lot longer than the episodes we usually put out. But yeah, great stuff.
I got 2 more Marvel things, but we could save it for the next pod. It's not super pressing.
Yeah, let's save for the next pod so we have content for next week. Because like sometimes we have a super packed pod and then the next week is like not as much is going on. So we should definitely save it.
Got it.
So we have some time to
Send
fill.
it.
All right, cool. So as always, guys, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. As I said earlier, looking for someone who's a Star Wars fan to come on the show and talk about how they feel about the Star Wars cinematic universe. So if you are an original diehard Star Wars fan and you want to come on our podcast, please email us, blerdsnerds@gmail.com. Additionally, if you are a creator of color in the nerd space and you would like to come on and showcase your work, email us at blerdsnerds@gmail.com. And if you have anything that you want to hear us talk about, email us at blerdsnerds@gmail.com. And you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter and on TikTok. I almost forgot what it was. Blerdsnerds_pod on TikTok. And subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate, review, and subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm James.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.